All right. Normally, I'm wearing a Steelers jersey for this, but my fandom is not in doubt, but it's just in a weird place. Who am I supposed to wear? Najee, James Conner, Troy Polamalu, Antonio Brown? I don't have a jersey to really rep anymore at this point. So, anyways, let's hop into it. Steelers win in the most Steelers way possible because, of course, with an over-under of 38, Pittsburgh would come out and somehow almost score 38 by themselves. But yeah, Pittsburgh's 1-0. All offseason, I said that I kind of hoped, low-key, that Justin Fields would torch the Steelers' most expensive defense in the NFL because I thought Pittsburgh should have brought Justin Fields back because Justin Fields actually was very successful for Pittsburgh when he was somewhat used last season. And low-key, he did that. Justin Fields showed up and showed out against the most expensive defense in the NFL. We will talk about the defense in the NFL, or the most expensive defense in the NFL in a little bit. But I got to give Justin Fields his flowers. Also, just the Jets in general, they looked great with Aaron Glenn. So, there's that. Pittsburgh's 1-0. Also, crazy to have a quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, have a Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback throw 4 touchdowns. That's a myth. That's not a thing that happens. I just lied. Like, that's what that feels like. It's been so long. Like, that doesn't seem like a reality that I can live in. But it is, and it happened. So here we are. Congratulations, Aaron Rodgers. I don't have all the stats up right now, but mainly because I can't use my phone because I'm going to be doing these live on TikTok as well. So while I'm doing these, if you want to get them sooner, you can go live on TikTok. You guys can get my reaction. And then afterwards, I'll be doing Q&A with TikTok. So, yeah. But I'm just going to get right into it because it's going to be the biggest talking point in Steelers fandom about this game. For a defense that is so damn expensive and so damn full of drama, we can't stop a fucking nosebleed. I'm pretty sure the Jets, they were at like 184 rushing yards in the fourth quarter, so I'm sure they got to 200. Cam Hayward, you were sitting out. Is this why? Because that $3 million extra sure didn't show up on the field today. Were you still sitting out today? Because I didn't see anything. The defense, the pass rush looked bad. The secondary actually was pretty good. I know that they got torched deep twice, I want to say, off the top of my head. But for the most part, and I mean, especially they looked really good, I thought, before Deshaun Elliott went down. Hopefully he's okay. He's a huge anchor. I think one of the most underrated parts of our defense. So hopefully he's okay. But the secondary, they came through at the end, but we've seen this for the last 3 seasons where it's like they're giving up. And then one play at the end, and I know it's a win. And I know it's good that your defense could do that. But wouldn't it be better if you didn't have to be in the situation for your defense to do that? Wouldn't it be better to just, not need that one play at the end of the game? Wouldn't it be better to just, with 38 seconds left, be like, yeah, we won. Great. Oh, also, I should have started with this. Boswell's the best kicker in the league. It's over. The debate is over. That ball could have been good from 65. Probably 66. 6-7. I hate myself for that. But literally, and I won't lie, when it was 4th down, I was like, we're kicking this? I shouldn't have doubted him. Why did I doubt him? I should not have doubted him. He's the best kicker in the league. If anyone deserves an extension, it's that man. Extend him for the rest of his life. Pay him till he dies. Do it. He deserves it. He's the only reason, of 3, that he's one of 3 players that's kept the Steelers relevant for the last 4 seasons. So shout out Boswell. Yeah, defense, not that great. Shout out Justin Fields. He did a great job. Running game, ran all over us, which is annoying. Now, offensive. We just extended Jaylen Warren. The running back that we were confident enough that we let Najee Harris walk, even though we did draft Caleb in the 3rd round, obviously. But, we extended him for 2 years. And for the first half, Kenneth Gainwell was our main guy. We went with Kenneth. Now, listen, he was okay. But, do you see how good Jaylen is when you give him the ball? You see how good he is when he's in the pass game? When he's pass blocking? It's pretty good, right? Maybe use him. And then the second half, apparently, the end of the 3rd quarter, I think Arthur Smith was like, oh, shit. Jaylen plays for us. Oh, we should use him. And then he actually had a pretty good game by the end of the season. By the end of the game. So can we utilize Jaylen Warren more? This is something I said back when we had Najee. I was like, we need to use him way more. And if we're just going to be doing the same bullshit that we were doing, like at least with Najee, there was the like, he's the first round pick. We kind of have to stick with him. What do we owe Kenneth Gainwell? Like, we owe Jaylen everything. This is it. And if I'm being honest, the idea that just popped into my head was this defense just struggled to stop Breece Hall and Justin Fields. Respect to them. We have to play Derrick Henry twice a year. We're going to die. This defense is going to die. This defense will not exist. Oh, speaking of going to die, I think Aaron Rodgers might not make it to the end of the season. The O-line, I won't lie. Week 3 of preseason, I was like, you guys, I'm getting delusional. This O-line could be good. But because we kept Pat Meyer as the offensive line coach, of course, the regression is going to continue. Oh, my God, you guys. Aaron Rodgers had 4 touchdowns, and I got to give him his props because I didn't want him to be the quarterback, and I know it's only week 1, but, like, I didn't want him, and he had 4 touchdowns, which is something that I've been craving for so long, but I don't think he's ever going to be able to do that again if this O-line continues to be coached and perform how they did today. Like, I'm a little worried. I'm going to chalk it up to the Jets have a really good defensive front because they do. They have a really good front 7, especially just on the front 4. But again, we have to play Trey Hendrickson twice a year, Myles Garrett twice a year. It's going to be a problem. So there's that as well. DK had a really underrated game. He didn't do anything like huge. He had the one big play, but I think he finished with 3 for 70, I think. So that's fine. But it is kind of nice to have a couple moments where a wide receiver can take the ball a yard in front of the line of scrimmage after reception and then take it for 20. I don't like that we're relying on that so much. Speaking of a screenplay, Jonnu Smith, Arthur Smith is never beating the allegations, man. We extended Pat Freiermuth last year. We just brought in Jonnu, and we were like, hey, we're going to only ever use you, and you're going to get a touchdown. We're going to run 4 different screens to you. We're going to run a screen to you on, I thought it was Matt Canada for a second. We ran a tight end screen on 3rd and 50,000. But of course we did. So yeah, Jonnu Smith is clearly going to be very involved. Rest in peace, Darnell Washington, because I think he might get 6 targets this year. So yeah, there's that. But we talked about Jaylen. Oh, also another thing, the organization was saying, or reporters around the organization were saying that the reason the Steelers weren't really shopping for another wide receiver was because they felt confident in Roman Wilson. Was he on the field today? I'm not going to complain because that's my transition into Calvin Austin deserves so much respect because he has gotten disrespected so long because he has shown up. That catch inside the red zone, dude, oh my God. I mean, it was a great ball by Rodgers. I got to give Rodgers credit there too. But for a dude who's, I think Calvin Austin's 5'10" or 5'9", he came down with that ball like a 6'5". He came down with that ball better than Chase Claypool ever came down with balls. Pause? You know what I mean. But yeah, Calvin Austin, using him, I think he's going to be a lot of fun this year. But listen, if Pittsburgh's high on Roman Wilson, could we use him? Please? He was a 3rd-round pick last year. And if he's good, then he's good, and that's great. I love that. So, yeah. That's wide receivers, O-line, defense. Jalen Ramsey had a pretty good first week with the Steelers. I'm going to chalk up the defensive issues, we'll call them, to it just being a new unit, essentially. A lot of Jack Sawyer today, too. I saw that. I'm excited once we get Derek Harmon in. I'm hoping that helps with the run defense a little bit. But Keanu Benton is really good against the run. And Cam Hayward, you can always tell when he is and isn't playing because of how Pittsburgh is defending the run. But that was not noticeable today. So if Derek Harmon is going to be a huge difference maker, then I'm excited for that. But yeah, no, there wasn't anything too splashy. Also, I was traveling today, so I got home right when the game kicked off, and I was unpacking during the game and trying to get caught up on everything. So I wasn't fully attentive. So obviously next week, I don't even know if this is going to be the setup for these videos. I'm still figuring that out because I moved and everything. So I'm figuring out everything. I'm kind of in flux right now, but once we get it, I'll get into my zone. But yeah, week 1. I would have been fine with the loss because as someone who thinks the Pittsburgh Steelers did dirty by Justin Fields, I would have been like, yeah, no, yeah, Justin got the win and over his team. But Justin also performed really, really good. So if I'm a Jets fan, I'm very encouraged by this performance. If I'm a Steelers fan, I'm encouraged by the offense, but I don't need us to be a Bengals situation where our defense can't stop a nosebleed. So I'm relying on my offense and a 43-year-old quarterback to be putting up 70 points a game. So that's where we're at. Next week, we'll see what happens. I don't even know off the top of my head who plays next week. I'm so frazzled. I want to say, is it the Patriots or is it the week after? Anyways, doesn't matter. 1-0. Just chalk it up to that. Should we? There's a lot going through my head about this game, especially because of how it ended, and but it is what it is. I think that's all I can talk about. Oh, real quick, I'm gonna post it either later tonight or tomorrow morning. For the entire month of September, I will be running a fundraiser for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. We're going to try and raise as much money as possible throughout the entire month. For those of you that don't know, my father and grandfather both suffered from leukemia and went through chemo for their leukemia. And so September is Leukemia Awareness Month, and I want to use the entire month to try and raise money. So for every $1,000 that we raise, I will also be giving away one jersey of whoever wins that, their choice. So all you have to do is go to the GoFundMe link and donate, and just put your social media handle and what social media you reach me on. So like TikTok and then your name, or Instagram and your name. That way I know where to reach you if you do win. Every $10 you donate is one entry. So $20 is two entries, $30 is three, so on and so forth. But I'll be doing that for the entire month of September. The more money we raise, the more that you guys can win, and more opportunities that you guys have to win, and the more people that win giveaways. So fingers crossed we can raise as much money as possible, but there is that as well. So other than that, nothing really off the top of my head. I will be probably bringing that up in every video that we do. But yeah, football's back. I'm excited. Week 1. Oh, this team's going to destroy my mental health, aren't they?